Thanks for inviting us in. It's now 6 o'clock. Anne Marie has tonight off. We want to begin at 6 with Governor Braun's decision to extend the gas tax holiday for a third time, all in an effort to give you relief at the pump. Ella Rhodes joins us live tonight at 6. So Ella, how do Indiana gas prices compare to other states?
Scott, Indiana actually has the cheapest gas in the country right now. For some people, though, it might not feel like that. Take a look at this price here over my shoulder. It's at $3.69 a gallon. That's downtown Indianapolis off of 10th and St. Joseph. But other places in the state, they're saying as low as $3.09. Like you had mentioned, the governor is hoping it stays low with that gas tax suspension being extended until July 7th. So the governor can extend the suspension again one time more, and then after that he would need to call a special session to extend it, which he said today he has not discussed with the legislature. Now, the gas tax generates around $50 million a month. Combined with the excise tax, they generate about $90 million. The gas tax funds road projects for INDOT. Now, the governor says INDOT will need to tap into its reserves, but he does not plan to pause or cancel any projects. Governor Braun said the remainder of INDOT's funding will be discussed down the line.
Long-term road funding is an issue the legislature is going to have to take up, and all Hoosiers are going to have that discussion.
The governor first suspended the gas sales tax in April. Then last month, he suspended the excise tax. Now, using those numbers the governor gave today, that means INDOT will have lost about $230 million by this time the latest extension ends. Now, the governor said the state is in good financial standing to be able to help with that. The governor then will reevaluate extending the gas tax suspension near July 7th once again. Scott?
Ella Rhodes reporting live here in Indianapolis. Thanks so much. Indiana Senate Democrats tonight are responding to this move, saying Hoosiers deserve relief from the rising gas prices, but they say more needs to be done. Senate Minority Leader Shelley Yoder released this statement saying Governor Braun is trying to shield Hoosiers from the consequences of policies he and his political allies support. While temporary relief may help today, Hoosiers deserve more than a Band-Aid after the damage is done. Want to remind you that you can check the lowest gas prices across central Indiana by going to WTHR.com/gas prices. And at last check, the lowest price we found was $3.09 in Plainfield. An Indianapolis man is facing felony charges tonight in an alleged hit and run that ended with a police chase. Authorities tell us it started with reports of a large party spilling into the road near Vermont and West Streets. That's when officers saw a car speed off at more than 3 times the speed limit. Police say the driver, Martell Grisby, then hit a car near 10th and Illinois before crashing into a tree and then running from the scene. Officers eventually arrested him after a short chase. Investigators found 2 loaded handguns at the scene. Grisby tonight is facing 11 charges, including resisting law enforcement and reckless driving. Tonight, the Marion County prosecutor is facing criticism from some Indiana Republicans after a recent murder here in downtown Indy. As Ashton Hackman explains for us, Indiana's lieutenant governor is now suggesting the job should be an appointed position instead of an elected one.
After 23-year-old Brett Scroggum was shot and killed inside this parking garage last Thursday, Indiana Senator Jim Banks on the Senate floor took aim at Marion County prosecutor Ryan Mears.
Ryan Mears is a prosecutor gone rogue. He refuses to keep violent criminals behind bars.
Mears responded, saying in a statement, quote, "Our focus remains on actively working with IMPD and the community to help solve this case." But not before Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith added his thoughts, writing in a post on X. Mears doesn't have time to prosecute violent criminals because he's too busy going on political witch hunts against my office over frivolous allegations. We need to make the Marion County Prosecutor's Office a gubernatorial appointment. Beckwith declined to comment further about that suggestion. Mears did as well. Instead, touted a recent lengthy prison sentence in a 2025 armed robbery case.
We were able to build a really strong case, which allowed us to get a 28-year sentence where this individual is going to the Department of Correction for the next 28 years.
In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
IMPD is sharing new stats tonight about violence in our city. The police department says criminal homicides are down 16% from this time last year. Non-fatal shootings are down more than 26% over the same time period. IMPD says Officers have made more than 7,000 arrests and issued more than 11,000 traffic citations since the beginning of 2026. IMPD also completed 2 major enforcement operations, resulting in more than 135 arrests of violent offenders. Well, a man accused of shooting 3 people in Muncie tonight is facing child sex crime charges. 21-year-old Rylin Davis is charged with a dozen counts of possession of child porn, all felonies. He's already facing 10 charges, including murder and domestic battery for a deadly triple shooting in Muncie last month. Police say while searching his phone, detectives discovered several sexually explicit videos involving children. Davis denied having those videos on his phone. Angela, another beautiful day today.
We had lots of sunshine giving way to just a few mid to high level clouds at this hour. We can see those from our camera in Connorsville, but still plenty of blue sky, and it is warm out there. Locally, we have temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s, from 80 in Greenfield and Shelbyville to 77 in Greenwood, 81 degrees in downtown. Next few hours, temperatures will stay in that range of 75 to almost 80 under a mainly clear sky, although a few of those high clouds should make for a nice sunset. Mild again overnight with temperatures in the middle and upper 50s. From there, some sunshine tomorrow, low to mid 80s.
All right, Angela, thanks so much. The Indiana Fever have banned a beat reporter from media access to the team. The team says he reported false information about Caitlin Clark. Rich Nye talked to that reporter today, who is now getting some national attention after losing his media credential. Rich?
His name is Scott Agnes, and he has covered the Pacers and the Fever longer than any beat reporter in town. But doing his job as an independent journalist is now tougher after the Fever took away his media credential. Scott Agnes created Fieldhouse Files, the website where he reports on the Pacers, Fever, and everything else going on at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Subscribers gain access to comprehensive coverage through articles, videos, and podcasts. Back on May 20th, Caitlin Clark was ruled out for a game with a back injury less than 2 hours before tip-off. Clark missed practice the day before, but was not even on the injury report. Agnes reported on X that, quote, "I'm told it's part of a strategic management plan for the season."
It's just not me speculating. It's not me going, oh, this makes sense. This goes with whatever. No, this was me passing along someone that I trust implicitly with this situation. And as you know, sources are huge for us and help tell the full story with everything that's going on.
Agnes says a team official confronted him about his post. The next day, he received an email revoking his media access to any Fever events because his report spread, quote, inaccurate and unsubstantiated information regarding Clark's health status for the season. The Professional Basketball Writers Association responded with a statement. The PBWA objects in the strongest possible terms to any reporter losing access for the act of reporting. Any effort to prevent reporters from doing the work of informing the public reflects poorly on any team and league which attempts to do so, and runs contrary to the best interest of all involved, most of all the public.
If we get to the point, though, where media relations teams are picking and choosing who they want around, that is a little bit damning of the future of media and coverage. I do have great concern for that moving forward.
I went to Fever practice this morning, but was told the team has no comment on Agnes's media credential status. And Scott, just 2 years ago, the Pacers took away his credential status with the NBA team for some reasons that are still not completely clear to him.
All right, Rich and I will know you'll continue to follow that story. Thanks so much. Still to come tonight, a busy crossing in Westfield getting a major investment. This much-needed upgrade to make the area safer is still to come. Plus, another big update to the construction along this busy stretch of I-65 on the southeast side of Indianapolis. We've got the changes that begin this weekend. All next.